Any company that takes animals into that area is basically donating them to Boko Haram. We see opportunity in that crisis, and this is what we do. In any society with those many livestock, commercial ranching has to be the solution. So what we propose in Mr. Sowore'S platform and in the party itself is that we would introduce commercial ranching into the country. We shouldn't have 20 million cows in the country and still be importing milk. We should have dairy industries. We should have rendering industries. We should have a thriving leather industry. Those are the types of opportunities that come from that. In fact, our estimations are that you should be making no less than about $50 to $100 billion from having a functional dairy industry, functional leather industry. In fact, we'll take it one step further. If you have 20 million animals that are in contained spaces in commercial ranches, the droppings alone, the feces from those 20 million animals is sufficient to give you almost 1,000 megawatts of power. These are simple, straightforward things. So there is opportunity in crisis.
We'll take a few questions from you guys watching. This is from Good Luck Ofeji. Your middle name is quite tongue twisted. I wish to know, sir, once you become the president of this country 2019, if and when he becomes president of Nigeria 2019, what are your plans for the corrupt politicians and Buhari, Boko Haram leader, who is hiding under the roof of integrity?
It's very straightforward. There is no limitation statute for crimes of corruption. That is, if you are corrupt and we can show that you are corrupt by way of adequate and proper investigation, you can be punished at any time. And we just need to strengthen our judicial arm strongly enough, because right now the judiciary is as corrupt as the executive and the legislative arm of the country. So it's not about.
Do you have any evidence to show for this?
Oh yes, this is what I do. That's what I do. That's what I used to do before now. I have published. It's not just having it. I published a dossier of corrupt judicial officers in this country. I published a dossier of corrupt legislative officers in this country, elected, unelected, and presidents. In fact, it is widely known that some of the allegations of corruption against the Nigerian military under Jonathan were lifted directly from Sahara reporters in some circumstances. Right? The same thing has had of judges. In fact, there was a year we published corruption stories about judges. It led the government at that time, it was Gerald Adwa's government, or was it Jonathan's government, to drop judges that were supposed to go to the Court of Appeal, because the evidence was so damning that they could not ignore it. Right?
So what seems to be the misfit here is not just the will to find evidence or the will to punish people, but the will to actually implement a decision,
It's all of it.
The law.
It's all of it. Because, the will to find is also not strong. Because if you are looking for corrupt people and you get a chance to catch some of them, and when they come over to your party, you accept them. Like there was a time the EFCC was saying that the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Akpabio, was corrupt. Gospel Akpabio. They made it public. He stole so amount of money. And one day Akpabio finds himself in APC. Akpabio is no longer corrupt. That means you have destroyed the will to find and prosecute, right? And then the will to punish, when you go to, okay, I want to give you another instance. There are times that the government or the investigative authorities will find that someone stole 10 billion naira. They will not prosecute the person for the strongest evidence they have. They will go for an evidence that, they will go for charges that are not provable in court. And at the end of the day, this will just walk away with a slap on the wrist. There was a time the governor of Edo State, Lucky Eguneka, was fined 3.5 million naira after he was convicted of stealing 3.7 billion naira. He walked into the trunk of his car and brought the fine money. So take. look at that kind of investment. You understand? So I'm giving you hard evidence now, and I hope you are not scared already.
No, I'm not. But I would like to take more questions. This is from Jonah. He says, the Nigerian parliament has become too powerful and expensive to maintain. How do you plan to drive down the cost of maintaining the two chambers and generally the cost of governance in the country?
Two ways. One is the one that's scary. And when I want to say this, I only take the side of Malcolm, because they punch me in the face. I am of the opinion that we don't need a bicameral legislative system.
Wow.
Yes, but it cannot be done without, of course, having a constitutional review or
the lawmakers to exit themselves from government.
We may not need to do that. We can actually drive this country to a point where the people can drive for a constitutional review by electing people who can make it happen, right? We don't have to have this set of glutinous legislators continuously coming into office. You can actually make it a condition for you to vote for somebody by saying, look, if the AAC legislative contestants or candidates will guarantee us by unicameral legislative, I will vote for them. And that will be the basis for voting people into office in that election cycle. And they'll make it happen, otherwise you recall them back. It's possible. But there are other ways. The second part of it is actually to implement the laws of the land. You see, according to the Revenue Mobilization and Physical Agency, the agency responsible for regulating salaries, I'm not sure that I got the name correctly, so I don't want to mislead people. They said an average legislator in Nigeria, being a senator or a House of Rep member, is only entitled to ₦1,000,000.1. That is 1,100,000. But these guys are walking away every month with 13.5 million naira as allowances alone. Their salary is about ₦1 million, and then they do oversight visits to ministries and departments and agencies of government, and they scam them. It's like an extortion racket going on. We can get rid of that because these are illegalities being perpetrated, and any serious government can put an end to that and save a lot of money. But it will be very, very tough without changing this present crop of, criminally minded legislators through an election purge for us to get to a place where we can, continue to maintain a system that we can afford. Right now, the overhead cost of the National Assembly is about 1.3 trillion naira.
Wow.
That's the same amount of money we need to take 13 million kids out of the streets to go back to school.
Okay, let's move to the economy now. Yes. We're already there. So, and it's almost impossible to talk about it without talking about crude oil in Nigeria, because that seems to be the cash cow, give or take, or dying cash cow, choose to put it. Now, point is, President Buhari unbundled NNPC. Atiku says he plans to sell it off. Yes. What do you plan to do?
I hate to refer to these two people, because the person who unbundled it probably didn't even understand the meaning of unbundling. You cannot unbundle an NNPC and then you make yourself the Minister of Petroleum Resources, and then you make the Chief of Staff a member of the board of the NNPC, right? And the man who wants to sell off the NNPC, he spent 8 years of his life as the Vice President of Nigeria selling off whatever they could sell. Where did he take us? Right? What we need to do is to understand that NNPC belongs to the Nigerian people. Run the place transparently with very competent, very honest Nigerians, and make the wealth we get from there available to the Nigerian people. One of the things I would prefer to do in the future, instead of giving oil blocks to politicians, I'll give it to investors. So that whatever profit they make, they can invest in education. They can invest it as part of the university's wealth to create opportunities for more young people to go to school. I'm just giving that an example. It's not part of our manifesto yet. But, these are creative ways, are very progressive ways of investing in the future. And, because the NNPC that Atiku is planning to sell, is not going to give the money, he's not going to use the money from that sale on the Nigerian people. In the first place, who is Atiku going to sell NNPC to? He's going to sell it to Atiku, right? Atiku bought a bunch of companies, you know. Atiku is one of the few Nigerians who cannot explain how he made his wealth. And if he's already telling you that he wants to sell an NPC, you can understand in advance that Atiku is about to put Nigeria as a whole on Alibaba for sale. And that's why he's leading a charge. They are charging towards Nigeria right now. You know, a bunch of criminally minded thieves are waiting in the wings so that as soon as Atiku wins, oh my God, they can't wait to sell whatever they can find in this country to themselves and take over the country. And all of you who are articulating will find yourself completely articulated by the time they are done with you. That is what they used to do, and that's what they will continue to do when they get to office. So again, I want to get back to it that whatever is public enterprise in this country should be kept as a public enterprise, but properly managed. We can explore very creative ways of getting the private sector involved, but the driving force must be transparency. That is, we know how much we are making from oil sales. You know, we must know how much we are making from gas sales. Right now, you can't tell. They just throw figures around. We don't know how much NPC lives with Nigeria at the end of when they are done after they deduct amounts for themselves. Don't forget, this is the same country where an NPC GMD buried on the ground $9 million in Kaduna. You know, now there must be so much money in this cash cows that, you know, anybody can do whatever they want.
Okay, but what we do know is that between 1.8 and 1.9 million barrels are being sold daily.
Yes.
We know it goes for between $50 to $60 per barrel.
Yes.
We also know at the same time that we have turned our annual budget to over about 8 trillion naira.
Yes.
So what I want to know is, when would you get the cash from? Chinese loans, French loans, where will you get the cash from, yeah, to refloat the Nigerian economy?
Oh, you just mentioned that Nigeria's budget is 8 trillion.
Yes.
Did you not read, by the way, I'll come back to what you said you know. You don't know, it's what they told you. You know.
No, it's what I said is what the NNPC
yes. So
published.
Yes.
That's what we read.
So, but let me take
reference.
Let me quickly answer the question you just asked. What was it they told us last week? Now they told us that the FIRS made from taxes. FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Service of Nigeria. They said they made 4 trillion naira.
Over what period?
Over 1 year. This I read last week, and they have been celebrating it. Customs said they made over 2.3 trillion naira. Over the last 1 year, they've been celebrating and said, you know, you see all of that. And JAMB, people said they made 90 billion naira. Right? Of funds. So between JAMB, Customs, FIRS, and EFCC that claimed that they also recovered 540 billion naira worth of stolen monies, we have already funded our budgets. That is assuming what they are saying is true. We are close to funding our, and now we haven't gone to oil sales. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, do we need to borrow money from China if IFRS is doing very well? But so that I can take you to the next level, Nigeria is collecting only 7% of taxes that are due to Nigeria. You know, the rate of collection of taxes around here in sub-Saharan African region is 17%, which means that we can quickly double our taxes. And so, where we are collecting 4 trillion naira, we can easily make 8 trillion naira, which means that IFRS alone can pay for the budget of Nigeria. If we are 8 trillion naira, you know, these are figures that are being bandied around, and I'm